First, you have to destroy your inhibitions. You first destroy...
Girl, are you being fucking for real? Harry is the hottest member.
No, Zayn is the finest out of the whole group. What are you talking about?
No, I can't even. But no, what the fuck, bro?
Anyways, did you hear about what happened to that guy in Minnesota?
No, what happened?
This is a good moment to engage in conversation like this. Oliver is genuinely curious and open to conversation. She's calm, not defensive, and initiated the conversation. This black guy was shot by a police officer for like literally no reason.
Are you sure there was no reason though? Because I feel like maybe it was self-defense. Because like a police officer would just like shoot someone for no reason.
Bitch. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah?
Have you heard of Tamir Rice?
No.
Here, I'll read it to you. He was in a park playing with a toy gun when the police officer arrived. He shot him almost instantly.
I mean, that's horrible, obviously, but what does it have to do with what you mentioned?
Well, black people are so disproportionately killed by police officers, it's crazy. I mentioned it because it happens all the time, black people being shot for no reason. Here I can mention white privilege. I need to listen to her feelings and validate them, and hopefully she can do the same. If the conversation gets defensive or if Oliver gets angry, I'll try to ease the tension by steering the topic away to something different. I want to try to give her facts on why the issue is real. And hopefully she can listen.
So, I understand that, but why do I never hear about things like that?
I know it's something uncomfortable to come to terms with and hard to talk about, but it's about your white privilege. Here, I'm trying to show her I understand how she may feel about me mentioning this. Most white people don't like to hear they have privilege and can't acknowledge the fact, especially if they're talking to someone who experiences other forms of oppression, like classism or sexism.
But my family was on food stamps for my whole life and could barely pay our bills. How could I possibly be privileged?
This is a common misconception around the idea of white privilege. I understand, but that's something completely different. White privilege is basically privilege solely based on the color of your skin. Because you are white, you reap a certain benefits that you may never consider. Like how you can live your life without the knowledge of these instances of police brutality.
Oh, okay, I get it. So, like, my friend is black, and one night we were at Meijer, and he was wearing his hoodie, right? And there was a police car waiting outside, but he didn't want to go inside by himself because he was afraid. So, like, could that be one? Like an instance?
Exactly, yeah. So just think of like, try to put yourself in their shoes and think if you've ever experienced fear in a situation like that.
No, I think I would just walk into a store and like not really think of anything
Right.
about it.
Right. When I was doing this research project for a sociology class, I came across this paper. Hold up, let me show you what it said. It was about white families' communications about and around race. It says, scholars have documented that white people construct whiteness as the unmarked and unnamed default category or an invisible norm and rarely think about their own racial identities. So basically this is like how the fact that white is considered the norm or the default race, that's a form of privilege. Most of the time, if you ask someone to describe a beautiful person, the first image that comes to their mind is probably going to be a white person. This also has to do with the beauty standards in the US, which again is a form of white privilege in the way that white or lighter skin is considered beautiful.
Yeah.
There was also this other paper where basically the author said that black people experience higher rates of unemployment when compared to the national average. Also, another journal that says she notes that institutionalized discrimination against people of color in the US housing market has consistently led to fewer opportunities for safe, affordable housing for people of color. These same exclusionary practices have conversely provided more opportunities for safe, affordable housing for white Americans. And also there's another, where the author says research has shown that racial socialization occurs less frequently in white families compared to families of color, and white individuals are less likely to think about themselves in terms of race. Which is probably a reason that you probably don't think about it.
Yeah.
Some white parents may not believe race is an important topic to discuss with their children, whereas others consider it important, but do not engage in such discussions. The fact that white people are less likely to think about themselves in terms of race is another form of white privilege. Because of their experiences every day don't make them have to consider their race.
Damn, bro, I never even considered stuff like this. Thanks for telling me about it.
Yeah, if you ever want to read more about it, there's this famous essay called Unpacking the Invisible Knapsack. The essay is written by this woman who describes all of the ways that she experiences white privilege. But if you don't like reading that, there's also this video from Center for Prevention, and it's just called "What Is My Privilege?" It's only like a minute long and gives a lot of good examples.
Yeah, I'll have to look them up later, bro.
Cool.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Allie got stuck in the toilet, bro. I don't know. She said she like the toilet seat broke, but I don't know how the fuck that happened.
That's fine.
Yeah, but I don't question things she does. But anyways, I think I have an idea for a sociology